Time is 10:02 a.m. Good morning. The news headline: Security Economy. Top President Buhari's address at United Nations General Assembly today. In full, as President Muhammadu Buhari addresses the 76th session of the United Nations General Assembly (UNGA) today, security, economy, COVID-19, vaccines, among other national issues are expected to dominate his speech. President Muhammadu Buhari and his entourage arrived in New York on Monday ahead of the UNGA meeting, which commenced on Tuesday. He is accompanied by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Geoffrey Onyema, Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, among others, to participate in the Global Assembly, where world leaders have converged to address issues, especially on COVID-19 pandemic. The northeast of Nigeria has been ravaged by insurgency perpetrated by the Boko Haram and allied terrorist groups such as Islamic State in the West African province ISWAP, which campaign of violence against the Nigerian state has led to deaths of nearly 100,000 people and displaced about 3 million people in 11 years. Nigeria is also suffering from increasing level of banditry involving criminal elements that kill, maim, and kidnap helpless citizens for ransom or daily basis in Northwest, with school children increasingly becoming the most vulnerable victims. There were concerns that the government of Nigeria has refused to name some sponsors of terrorism in the country. Has been said that the United Arab Emirates had released some names to them, but it has been said that the federal government of Nigeria decided not to announce the names of these people, perhaps to save them from shame and also from being lynched by the citizens of the country. The northeast of Nigeria has been ravaged by insurgency. Aside that, even the whole nation is actually in crisis and turmoil due to kidnapping, insurgency and the likes going on in the state, perpetrated by some unknown gunmen, Boko Haram members, and also the Islamic State in West African province ISWAP, which are actually perpetrators of evil acts in the country. There were concerns that the government of Nigeria has refused to name the sponsors, just like I said earlier, but Minister Malami, who is the Attorney General of the Federation, had told reporters on the sidelines of the United Nations General Assembly on Tuesday that the Nigerian government has not released the names of those allegedly indicted for sponsoring terrorism, because that would be actually preemptive. However, he assured that the government has initiated measures to block the funding of terrorism activities since investigations on the matter started earlier in the year. The United Arab Emirates (UAE) this September named 6 Nigerians on the list of 38 individuals sponsoring terrorism, following the country's earlier conviction of 6 other Nigerians for funding the activities the terrorist group Boko Haram has done in the country. Malami said that the government have identified at least €2 billion funds stolen from Nigeria and slashed away in the different countries, stressing that the government will recover the looted funds as soon as possible. At the ongoing United Nations General Assembly, Nigeria has struck deals aimed at strengthening economic ties with Venezuela. The developments took place during a bilateral meeting between the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Geoffrey Onyema, and the Foreign Minister of Venezuela, Felix Plasencia, on the sidelines of the United Nations General Assembly (UNGA) in New York, United States. Nigeria has also moved to increase trade relations with the Islamic Republic of Iran as the country considers direct shipping and flights to Nigeria when Onyema met with the Iranian counterpart Hossein Amir Abdullahian. And the news analysis is quite that the United Nations General Assembly, which is set to take place September 26th of this month, that is in 2 days from now, of which President Muhammadu Buhari had actually traveled ahead of time to discuss germane matters going on in the country. And it has been said that at the 76th General Assembly, issues that are supposed to be discussed there, matters of economy, the COVID-19 vaccines to be taken, among other national issues, are actually expected to be dominated by the speech by President Muhammadu Buhari at the United Nations General Assembly, the 76th session. President Muhammadu Buhari and his entourage actually arrived at New York on Monday ahead of the meeting, which commenced on Tuesday, and he is accompanied by Minister of Affairs. Also, that is the Minister of Affairs actually is Geoffrey Oyama, and also the Attorney General and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami, among his other entourages that went alongside with him. However, the northeast of Nigeria has been said, we all know, is suffering from a whole lot of killings, maiming, kidnapping, raping, and the likes like that. And there has been a campaign of violence against the Nigerian state, which has led to the deaths of nearly 100,000 people, displaced about 3 million people in 11 years. We know that some agitators had actually gone also to the New York headquarters to, voice out their grievances and their dissatisfaction with the present administration of President Muhammadu Buhari, the way he's actually running the administration, coming after the people that are crying for self-agitations, rather than focusing on people that are terrorists in the country and prosecuting them as follows. And either ways, they are granting them amnesty and going after the self-determination agitators who are actually guided by the law, and killing a whole lot of them, and also detaining them for just no reason. And as a result of that, it has actually been said by the Yoruba Nation agitators, the indigenous people agitators, and other secessionist agitators that they should actually go against these things, and that is why they have gone to New York to protest against President Muhammadu Buhari at the United Nations General Assembly, the 76th session. Although some others section who are actually for President Muhammadu Buhari had also go ahead of the New York General Assembly too, while the agitators are clamoring that the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari is actually unfair to them, then the other groups that are supporting Buhari too are also shouting that President Muhammadu Buhari is doing his best and is doing very well and doing better. And it seems that these are contradictory and quite funny. Although it was said allegedly that the people that are actually clamoring that President Muhammadu Buhari is doing his best and is doing very well in the country are people that have been reinforced by the government, are being paid to come and do an anti-rally against the real matter and issue going on in the country. Hopefully that the United Nations General Assembly will see to the agitations of these people and consider it, because they were concerned that the government of Nigeria has refused to also name sponsors of terrorism in the country that were arrested. But Minister Malami has told the reporters on the sidelines of the United Nations General Assembly on Tuesday that the Nigerian government has not released the names of those allegedly indicted for sponsoring terrorism because that would be preemptive. And they said that measures have been taken, and has assured that the measures are taken is actually to block funding activities of terrorism in the country, and the investigations have started earlier this year. And if they actually mention these names, other people might not be able to be traceable, and they know what they are actually doing. Thanks for listening. Good morning.